Hi everybody, thanks again for tuning in to watch the next video in my Dig It video series. This week we are going to be talking with my good friend Chris. Chris, I love you and I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce your last name because I will butcher it. Chris and I went to field school together in Utah. We had some amazing experiences, from playing poker in the field, listening to Johnny Cash, to almost dying on a death hike where we got cliffed out and had to jump across a crevasse of death. Right. Might not have been that crazy, but it was crazy. Had a bunch of good times with Chris, and then he had an opportunity to move to Hawaii, where he lives now. So he works in the Pacific Islands, has an awesome time, and he sent me this really great video, and I'm excited to share it with you guys. So without further delay, here's Chris.
Hi, my name is Chris Filimoehala. I'm an archaeologist who works in the Pacific Islands. And I've been doing field work for about 8 years now. I would say that as far as the best and worst things about field work go, for me, one of the best things about field work is this right here. This is what I'm talking about. This spot I'm at right now is the epitome of what makes field work so horrible, having to traverse terrain and vegetation like this, with what makes it so great, which is working in a place like this. The worst part about field work at this stage for me, I would have to say, is something quite similar to this. Definitely something that drew me to field work in the first place, which is the isolation of it. Feeling alone, feeling cut off, feeling apart from the rest of society. Being in locations that are so remote that you don't have the luxuries of phone connections and internet and electricity. I've definitely been fortunate enough to have the opportunity, as my career moved into the Pacific, to work in some very remote, isolated, fascinating places like Easter Island, or some small, remote, uninhabited atolls in the Central Pacific. Places where you're several days by boat away from anything. You know, those experiences are ones that very, very few people ever get the chance to have, and I've had them. I've had that opportunity, and that's amazing. I count myself extremely fortunate for that. But at this stage, at the same time, it's also the hardest thing, because I have a family and a young son, and to be that far away and that cut off now hurts. And it's difficult. It's difficult for me. And what makes it even more difficult is knowing that it's difficult for them. And in my house, it's doubly hard, because my wife is an archaeologist as well. In fact, she's right now, as I speak, working on a project that is going to have her gone for a couple of months. She's been gone for more than a month already, working on a different island than the one that we live on. And so it's just my son and I, and that's hard. That's hard for me, but it's hard for him, you know, and that's one of the hardest things of all. So in that way, I would say field work is one of the greatest and one of the worst things I've ever done.
Thanks, Chris, for that awesome video. It's so neat for me to have people record their experiences in the field and to send them to me, and it makes me excited to be an archaeologist, and it makes me excited that these people are my friends and colleagues, and I think this is such a cool project, and I'm excited to do more. So for me to do more, I need you guys to send me stuff. There's only so many times you want to hear me talking about, crap that I've done. So send me your stuff. You can contact me through my website, or you can shoot me an email, info@jamiestott.com. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys soon.
This. What am I supposed to do about this? I have to get down. This is the only way down.